here, kid. You thought you wasn't going to see me? Let's go. I know how we do. Yep. Popovich is now live. What, you thought you wasn't going to see me? All right, let's get it. No more procrastination. Come on in. We don't be doing that. We just go live. We don't got enough people following us yet, but we're going to change that. Let's get it. Yes. Yes, 2 times. I know the vibes, though. She like, ooh la la. They go, ooh la la. She like, ooh la la. We go, ooh la la. On a Friday. Best day. Blessed day. Looking for M's like I lost a friend. Hop up out the bed like, where's the bread? What it do, people? You're now tuned in. Popovich TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here one more again. So if it's your first time, then the question is, where you been? Over here on this side, we like to deal with sports, hip-hop, entertainment, interviews sometimes, when the people don't be acting flaky. Popovisms 101, and of course, motivation. So before you jump off the page and diddy to the left, take that. I'm going to need you to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell, so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. You get alerted when I upload the videos, and if it's not your first time and you've been rocking with the channel, good looking. But you know how I do. You know how I plainly start the show. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. And we is in the end game, people. One of my favorite movies of all times, like one of my favorite movies of all times, is The Last Dragon. With Bruce Leroy. No bullshit. One of my favorite movies of all times. Like, the greatest of all times. And in the movie, after Leroy finished beating up on what was it, Bruce Dog or Dog something, the black guy, after he put him to sleep with the back of the hill, you know what I mean? Put him to sleep, beat up a couple of other people, and rest in peace, right? The Shogun said, Leroy, you all warmed up yet? Is you all warmed up yet? And y'all know what I'm talking about. It's Friday, it's the best day, it's the blessed day. All praises due to the Most High, right? Happy to be here, feeling good, energy is up, as you should feel. But when I'm being funny when I say, is you warmed up yet? Obviously, Trump got back into the White House, bullied his way back in. The people voted him in unanimously, and Kamala Harris lost, and it was by a landslide, right? And I don't take relish in that. I ain't vote for him. I didn't vote for her, right? And I stuck to the script as far as that. Only voted one time and one time only. Like, we're going to do this one time and one time only. Like, only one time and one time only. But I don't relish in that she lost. I'm not overzealous, and I'm not giving the speech with vigor because he won. But the first things that come to my mind That's why I started off with one of my favorite movies being The Last Dragon, and Shogun asking Leroy, is you warmed up yet? And we see since Monday to today, since Trump been in office, it's been a crazy, crazy, crazy fiasco. And I only seen the last part. You don't believe in politics and religion, and what's the rest of the shit you was talking about? That's the last part that I got to read. My reading is a little slow. Shout outs to Sarah. We live on YouTube. We live on Instagram, as we are on every Friday. Started the show a little late. I like to start at 10, but sometimes it be like that. But anyway, as we see from the inauguration to this week, first, the inauguration, let's just start with that, right? Number one is all the former presidents, whether you're a Republican, you're a Democrat, whether you like Trump or you hate that nigga guts, you showed up. You did what you were supposed to. I'm gonna put that in parentheses, right? Because if you like Michelle Obama, and we spoke about her not popping up to the funeral, and condolences to her family, because I was told, or I seen online, that she lost her moms. So maybe she just don't want to be bothered with the bullshit, because she mourning her moms. She got every right to do that. I lost my pops, so I know how it is to lose a parent. It ain't nothing nice, and nobody can tell any person how to mourn, how long they should take, the things they should be doing. You can give some advice, or you can say, this is what I went through, this is how I'm going to take it. But outside of that, you can't say shit. You got to let the people go through what they're going to go through. However, she is the first lady. She is the only black first lady. And honestly, we might not never see another black president. We might not never, ever, no, forever, ever, on some outcast shit. Ever, no, nigga, ever see another black president. We might not. I hope we do. I'm rooting for it. And again, he's the only person that I voted for the first time. And for people before they start back checking and shit, Riri on the checking, what's the word? Shenuggas, what's the word? Before you back check, who they back check to see if they ever voted? I forget, somebody that they pissed off on the internet, niggas started checking to see if they went and voted. So with me, like what had happened was, because I was a felon and shit, when I found out you could vote and he was coming in, I had to go to the Bronx and shit where my address was, even though I'm from Harlem, no Jim Jones, right? No Jim Jones, I'm definitely from Harlem, right? They was like, because, your address or whatever district you in, instead of just taking the vote, I had to take the papers and mail them in. So that's just that. But the only president I ever voted for was Barack, and my president is black, the Lambo's blue, and I be goddamn if them rims ain't too. And we was all pumped up with pride. Barack Obama, the coolest nigga, the nigga filling out the NCAA brackets and all that. And, obviously that whole era, right? If you was black, ain't too many people wasn't feeling Barack until more of the later years when you start saying, damn, what did he really do for us and shit? But I'm only pointing that out to say we might never, ever see that again. And so I'm bringing that up to say Michelle's status as the first lady, the first black lady, because you represent him just like you represent yourself. And when they go low, we go high, right? And maybe she changed that stance. Maybe she tired of the fuckery. Maybe she's tired of the foolery. And we only a week in. So I started to show off with, Leroy, are you warmed up yet? And she didn't show. You see Kamala Harris, you see Biden sitting there with the faces screwed up. And I watched the inauguration just for observational purposes. Like I said, I didn't vote one way either way, and I don't give a fuck. I'll keep it a buck with y'all. That's always been my stance besides Barack. And I feel like no matter who's in office, your life is going to be dictated and predicated on what you do. As a man, as a woman, black, white, brown, Asian, Latin, Russian, whatever the fuck race you are, is going to be predicated off what you do. That's how I feel. That's my belief. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So you see, the Hillarys making the faces. You see, Bill, and you see everybody, like everybody's talking about the good old days on some Wu-Tang shit. Everybody showed up with with their wife. and she didn't show. So a lot of people are talking about it. And Kamala and Biden, they sitting there, they mad because they hate that nigga. But, you know, it's political, and it's Republicans, it's Democrats, and we all won on some Martin Lawrence shit because it's racial, man. This is one. And they had to be there, right? They had to be there. But you see the face expressions. Only time they got up from when I was watching is when Trump was speaking about the hostages being released from Gaza, right? And I'm happy that they released for whatever, you know. I won't get into the conspiracy theories and all that type of shit. They alive, some of them still being held allegedly, right? And some was released and reunited with their families. One that's spinning on News One. I'm from New York. Actually Harlem, so the news that we get is News One. You might be getting something else, but it's one Israel girl. Looked like they might have chopped her fingers off, you know what I mean? And, you know, I don't know if that's true, but the same way people was questioning the shooting of the Trump air. But anyway, that's the only time they stood up and was clapping, you know what I mean? Because they have something to do with that. But it looked awkward. You see the other guy sitting there with his wife or his, you know, his girlfriend, titties is out. And Elon Musk with the, you know what I mean? I don't know if that's a Nazi or not or whatever that shit was. I don't know. Because I wasn't around during Hitler and World War I, World War II, and this ain't motherfucking Captain America and the New World Order. Some people are saying that that's what he was doing. And I don't know if that's what he was doing or not. I don't know if it's going to work with him and Trump. I mean, Trump like to be the center of attention and challenge, and we'll see. But Michelle not being there is now bringing up some other stuff about divorce and rumors and lies, rumors, the lies, and why all these people running me every day. I just need some time to get away, like all these rumors. And one of the songs my aunt, Donna, you know what I mean, used to always play as the rumor song, you know what I mean? And stop spreading these rumors around, right? And I hope it's not true. I honestly really hope it's not true. One, for the symbolicness of it, or however you say it, right? Is the black family who we thought Remy Ma and Papoose, who we thought they was the hip hop version. Well, we definitely thought Barack Obama and Michelle was the upper class version. I mean, besides that, it's the Huxtables, fictional. You know what I mean? It's fucking George and Wheezy, fictional, right? It's the Good Times. You know, James and his wife. Then we found out he got a white wife in the real life, like in the real life. You a trophy in the real life? In the real life, he had a whole white woman. And it is what it is. You love who you love. We only get one life to live, and we all going to be judged on how we lived it. But in the sense of everybody else showed up, whether they like them or not, whether they like the politics behind it, it's like, you are in politics. And I get it. I read her book. You know what I mean? I read her book and suggested her book to a few of the, you know, ladies in my family, small boy, just to read it. Now, I thought it was a good read. But if you read her book, Michelle Obama that is, then you know that she wasn't really with the politics. She didn't really want this lifestyle. She didn't think he was going to win. You know, she had to train him and law and all that while they both was at the firm or the collar, whatever it was. He was like under her, and Don Corleone, you under us. So she didn't really take to him like a man, like, now I like you know what I mean? Like more like a friend or a co-worker or whatever. And then obviously it blossomed and he won her over and they became the face of black love, right? If they divorce, or if this is even remotely true, fuck Jennifer Aniston, who I love, by the way, you know what I mean? Jimmy No Love, what's the word? I love Jennifer Aniston, right? And Friends is one of my favorite shows, right? Fuck her. You know what I mean? Whether she white, whether she was black. Just the fact that we have no in history, and I know it's only been, he's what, the 47th president now? And our history of presidents has not been one. Not one. Like, not LeBron James. Like, not one, not two, not one president that was divorced or divorced his wife in history. So if it happens to be, and again, I'm not rooting for this, I'm not happy about hearing it, and I'm not even really reporting or speaking on the gossip. That's why I said fuck her and the rumors. We really just saying we hope this is not true, because if it is true, no matter who the woman was, or if it was him divorcing her, her divorcing him, it doesn't even matter. If this is true, coming from somebody who was once married, had to get divorced, and I filed for divorce. Let's be clear, right? The man. And I know that, people be like, oh, normally it's the woman that files. They break up the happy home or whatever home is going on. They are the ones that normally file. I file, right? Just get that out the way for those that rock with the channel. Or you may be a newbie. If this was true, and it happened to be the black folks, and we 15 minutes into the show, and but you're black. If it's them, that got to be egg on their face. And some people may say, hey, it wasn't working. How Ho said, stayed together for the kids. They couldn't fake it no more. Like, his mom's a lesbian. Well, she's a lesbian now. 4 kids turned lesbian. Like, we see, we hear Kendrick Lamar on his song, Cry Together, which is a play on the OJ song and the Biggie songs, Me and My Bitch Cry Together, Laugh Together, I Hope We Fucking Die Together. The OJ song, Last Night, Me and My Woman, like we cried together. The Kendrick Lamar song, which is one of my favorite songs on that particular album. The album is alright, but that song fire. And him and the chick Taylor, whatever her name is, Paige Taylor, they going back and forth together, right? If they're the ones that get the egg on their face and they got to be divorced, and this is the first president in history getting divorced, that's crazy. Shit crazy. But that's enough about that. Let's talk about what Trump been doing since he's been in office. And he's been doing the most. And again, I didn't vote for him, so I'm not like this on the channel for those that care to know. You know what I mean? Your vote should be personal. People, who you vote for? You know what I mean? So they could cut you off. You want to know who a nigga vote for so you could cut him off, or you could stop dealing with him on some ice on. Yo, we drawing lines in the sand. And if you fuck with him, I can't fuck with you. Well, I didn't vote for him and I didn't vote for her. You can judge me for however you want as far as that, right? But let's talk about the immigration shit, because we spoke about this. And, no matter your views on it, real quick, no matter your views on it, my view was, if you care to know my little 2 cents, starting to get a little bit too much. You know what I mean? Like, it's, when the levee breaks, then it's over for everybody. Meaning the levees, they have the dam for a reason. They have barriers. I just think about I was talking to my Aunt Deborah this morning, right? Aunt Deborah, I love you, right? And as kids, I'll just paint this analogy to try to bring it home, or to try to make it make sense, right? I always like to try to draw analogies. It helps me with the points that I'm making, and it also helps me make it resonate, hopefully, right? So 3 kids, my aunt, my mom's 3 kids, etc. We all live together. So it's like Ghostface said, 2 at the foot, 2 at the head. I didn't like to sleep with John. He peed the bed. Like, we always cramped up in there. When the WIC checks and the food stamps hit, the house was lit, whole bunch of kids around the same age, going ham, egg, and cheese, while the moms went to work and they still was getting, government assistance, etc. We pulled together because we had no choice. We had, my moms and my aunt, they had to do it out of necessity, right? And it worked for us for a time. And when we first had to move in with them, I didn't like it. It was crowded, like I said. My older cousin, David, rest in peace, he used to bully us, beat us up a little bit, make us tougher and shit. And also it was the good time, because you were around your family, you were around your cousins and shit. But I'm bringing this up to say, like, the levees, when too many people come in and you don't have enough to go around, and you gotta say, damn, like, all right, well, we only got enough food for 20 people. This low numbers, because I think the numbers was in the millions, right? You got enough for 20, but if everybody share, then you might could get 2 more. And we share some more, you might could get 3, maybe 4. Now it's 24. After a while, it's nothing. It's nothing for you to share. You have nothing. And I use that analogy to say, like, yeah, some people, they're not criminals. They ain't do nothing to hurt nobody. And like John and them never did nothing to nobody, but them boys shot him. Like, he never did nothing to nobody, but them boys shot him. It's a Jay-Z reference, right? Some of them just coming over here, they want a better life from wherever the hell they come from, and they come into America. Cool. But when it's overwhelming, when it starts to get like, yo, we got to shut the school down to put them in the school. When the governor and the mayor, and I want to talk to the mayor, to the governor, to the motherfucking president, I want to talk to the FBI and the CIA and the motherfucking congressman. Like when you got to get the mayor and the governor to ask the people of New York and wherever else place you're from, Detroit, DC, Washington, wherever the fuck you from. When the mayor got to say, yo, we all in this together. All you got to do is open up your home to the migrants, to the immigrants. Let them in your home with your family, around your kids, around your dog and your cat. You know what I mean? Your little turtle and your little hamster. You a hamster owner, right? And you say, damn, they're going to pay us to bring the migrants in our houses? This shit sound wild. This shit sound crazy, crazy. Shit crazy. Yet that's what they was doing. They're like, yo, if you open up your doors and every American and every New Yorker, you a New Yorker, you sharing in the burden of helping, you know, house these migrants. It started getting overwhelming. Bodies on bodies and bodies on bodies and bodies on bodies. You say, damn, well, it's not enough food. It's not enough resources. And then you think of, well, I think of, right, I see I'm marveled out, right? Thanos, right? And Infinity War movie, right? He wanted to wipe out half the population on all the planets. Ben Doms, what's the word? He wanted to wipe out half the population on all the planets so the planets can flourish. He's like, yo, it's too much population, it's too much people. Who you think of? What's the nigga from Microsoft? Fucking Bill Gates, right? He was willing to risk it all. He even killed his own daughter. And why is Gamora? Who is Gamora? Like, where is Gamora? he even was willing to risk, you know, his own daughter. Whereas the Avengers, because they're Avengers, we come after this shit happened and we avenge. They didn't want to risk not one person. Even though all they had to do was take Vision, kill Vision, right? Take the Mind Stone out, destroy it. And Thanos went and got all six. And you see the Infinity Gauntlet right there. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Instagram, you might not gonna be able to see it. But if you're on YouTube, you see the Infinity Gauntlet, right? All they had to do was destroy the Mind Stone. And they try to do it at the end, but if they would have did it in the beginning, none of this shit would have happened. What I'm saying is, in America, in the Biden administration and previous administrations, you letting all these people in, you want to help them. You want to help them, cool. Some of them do need help. Some of them are here legally, etc. But when is enough enough? When they start taking all of your resources and you don't have anything to feed your own home, that's when it's an issue. So they running down, and allegedly the churches, the schools and various other places. I think out in Queens or what? No, not in Queens. I think it was in Jersey, and maybe that's because of the governor that's out there, or he want to be, the mayor. I think he want to be the next mayor. I don't think he's the mayor now. Maybe he is. He was on the Breakfast Club. That's how I got put up on him. Baraka. He was talking about Trump, etc. Giving his views, as he should, right? And I'm sorry to be too political. We 23 minutes into the show. We're going to get off this topic because it's a laundry list of things that's trending, and I got time today. Definitely got time. But I had to get the Trump, he just got into office, and we in for a rocky road, people. Buckle up. See how the football players be doing that shit? Buckle up. You know what I mean? And allegedly, maybe kind of sort of, they ran down in the fish market, seafood spot, took some people that I guess was illegal, and even some Americans, people that's born and raised here. And you got to say, all right, well, when is enough enough? We know that you're going to allegedly make good on what you ran on. We're going to mass deport in droves, and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. Okay, cool. But when is enough enough, or when do you use consideration, discern, if that's the word that I'm looking for, before you run down in the schools and make kids, fearful and scared, etc. And we've seen plenty of videos of teenagers and little girls, little boys being handcuffed. And these is Americans, because of the police don't got no, decorum, or they don't know how to conduct business. You know what I mean? You got to traumatize. But he also took off some security from, I forget, the Bolden guy, I guess, that he was on his administration last time when he came out, started speaking ill towards the Don, right? And also Dr. Fauci. And this is where we'll jump into Dr. Fauci at, right? Because for the people that went to, for the people that graduated but they still stupid, let me just say that. It's a Kanye West reference. Some people graduate but they still stupid. Tell you, read this, eat this. Like, don't go to, and I'm being funny, but I'm not. Y'all know if y'all vet on the channel and you fuck with Popovich TV, I appreciate you. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, but I be playing, but I'm not. And now the clips start to spin back around as Joe Biden, as his last Hail Mary, if you will, of defiance. It's like, nah, we're going to first pardon my son and all that, even though we said he wasn't cool. I'm not even mad at that. Let me get some motherfucking power. And I'm able to hit the gravel and make sure my peoples is good. Like, you know what I mean? I'm going to make sure my niggas is good, right? My family, the people I rock with, my comrades, I'm going to make sure they're good. I think most people would do that if you have the power to do it. Cool. But he pardoned Fauci as well. And a lot of people saying, damn, well, why Fauci need to be pardoned if he didn't do anything, if he's not guilty, why is he being pardoned? Is Trump going to swing back and get him? Did he do something worthy of needing a pardon? And a preempt pardon. Not even a pardon, like this is just in case, nigga. This is the just in case card, like just in case you don't make it home tonight on some Jaheim shit. And he might not, and I'm not wishing that on him. But Trump took that, the security from him. And he like, hey, he made enough money. If he wants security, let him hire his own security. But shall we revisit some of the things in case y'all like forgot? Like a lot of people, you don't got the memory of an elephant. You real forgetful. You forget a lot of shit. You don't keep the receipts and you say, why is this and why is that? No, this is some of the reasons why. Let's take a look at some of the reasons why we don't fuck with Fauci. And why I was looking at him with the side eye, super side eye. Y'all remember this?
Once people feel empowered and protected legally, you are going to have schools, universities, and colleges are going to say, you want to come to this college, buddy? You're going to get vaccinated. Lady, you're going to get vaccinated. Yeah. Big corporations like Amazon and Facebook and all of those others are going to say, you want to work for us, you get vaccinated. And it's been proven that when you make it difficult for people in their lives, they lose their ideological bullshit and they get vaccinated.
That's exactly what you meant when you said making it hard for people to live without getting a vaccination. You affected people's ability to work, travel, be educated, to actually flourish in American society, to self-determine, as we're all given God-given rights. Shame on you. You inspired and created fear through mass mandates, school closures, vaccine mandates that have destroyed the American people's trust in our public health institution.
Once people feel empowered.
That's one. But there's another clip going around, and I remember this because when this one came out, I got it right here. When this one came out, I was on the brother side, black brother standing up, because I ain't getting Asian. Nah, not the kid. Nah. Wasn't rocking with it, and I get it. I know I got family members, I got friends that I love, associates, people, etc. They had to make the hard choices. And what Captain America tell Iron Man in Avengers 1, the first one? And he like, yeah, you ain't the type to make the sacrifices and do X, Y, Z. And he like, nah, I'd rather cut the wire. Or some slick shit he said to Captain America, right? Captain thought he was eating like, yeah, you ain't the one to sacrifice and gotta make the tough choices. And he like, nah, I'd rather just cut the wire or figure it out or some Iron Man shit. And I'm bringing that up to say, some people did have to really choose like, yo, do I take this unknown thing or do I feed my kids? Because this is how I feed my kids, by going to work every day, by marching the wooden soldiers, by driving that bus, by picking up the garbage because I'm a garbage man, by going to the schools and teaching your fucking badass kids not to be doing the most. Like, all these people had to figure it out. And some stood 10 toes down with not doing it, and some stood 10 toes down by doing it and then getting mad at the people who didn't do it. Know what I mean? Miss Meek, like, was like, some people like, nah, nigga, who the fuck you think you is to infringe upon us? And we want to get out of this pandemic. And it was a really, I remember it clear like yesterday, because it was just yesterday. People be like, yo, Rosa Parks, you know, it's Black History Month is next month, my bad. On some Morgan Freeman shit. So when is Jewish month? I mean, like, I don't believe in that shit, and I don't celebrate that shit. So I'm being funny, but I'm not. When's Black History Month? Oh, that's February, when it's the shortest month, right? Oh, so Morgan Freeman, like, when is Jewish month? And I'm bringing it out to say, yeah, when we say, you know, Martin Luther King, whose birthday we just celebrated, we watched the NBA. That was just yesterday, and that was in the 60s. Malcolm X and I Am Malcolm X. That was in the 60s. Assassination. Get your hand out of my pocket, Spike Lee, right? Detroit Red, rest in peace, and may Allah have mercy. The pandemic was definitely yesterday. That was yesterday, folks. COVID-19, that was yesterday. And I remember vividly, as one of the people who was inside, coming outside to work out on the scaffolds and all that, and somebody who did time in the box by himself. Like, I locked up, I was in the box by myself. Shit changed, motherfucker. I could hire some help on some 50 Cent shit, right? And I like to draw references because we talk hip hop, sports, motivation on my channel, right? Just to draw references, right? Being locked up in isolation, which is illegal now, on Rikers, even though they're still doing it. So being by myself wasn't nothing. Hello. What was that movie fucking Tom Hanks was in? The survival movie or whatever, when the plane crashed and I made fire. Look, fire. He was talking to the ball. I know what it's like to be locked up and be isolated. So I'm okay with that. That may be good or it may be bad. But I remember vividly a lot of y'all who never been locked up, and I'm glad that you never had to eat that yakisobe and that chili con corn, because it's disgusting. I'm glad you didn't have to deal with the Robert Brooks and motherfucking officers whipping your ass, even though you broke the law. And you know what I'm going to say next. You hate the law, nigga, break it. I don't care, but when you get caught, remember that. I don't care. Yeah, people don't care out here. You broke the law, so you go to jail, but that don't mean the police should whip your ass. That don't mean they should sexually assault you. That don't mean they should tell you can't get on the phone and talk to your sickly mom who want to hear your voice. Right. So I'm glad you didn't go to jail. The point that I'm making is a lot of y'all who never been isolated, never been locked up, don't know what it's like to not have a phone, no TV. All you got is books to pass the time. Right? And a lot of y'all that was on the take the vaccination, jab, right? A lot of y'all was like, no, y'all niggas need to take that shit so we could get up out of this pandemic. I want to get back to work. I want to get back outside. I want to do X, Y, Z. And this brother was like, nah. Still talking about Trump, and we still early in the show. I got time today. But y'all remember this video, right?
In America,
black brother
are not settled with the information that's been given to us right now. So I'm not going to be lining up taking a shot on a vaccination for something that wasn't clear in the first place. And then you all create a shot in miraculous time. It takes years to create vaccination.
Well, it used to take years.
Okay, it used to.
You know how many years were invested in this approach? About 20 years of science to get us to be able to do it.
Not enough. And 9 months is definitely not enough for nobody to be taking no vaccination that you all came up with.
The only reason I'm talking to you right now, as close as we are, is that I've been vaccinated.
Right.
Oh, yeah?
But if it allows thousands of people like you don't get vaccinated, you're going to let this virus continue to percolate in this country and in this world.
Something like the common flu then, right?
And not
It's
like
much
the
more
common
serious than the flu.
Well, the flu kills a lot of people. I ain't too.
You know how many people died of the flu the last year? I mean, not this year, virtually none, but the previous year, about 20 to 30,000. You know how many people have died from COVID-19 in the United States? 600,000 Americans.
Well, the number that you all given that died, that's once again, that's you all's number.
You gonna pass?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna pass,
Because when you start talking about paying people to get vaccinated, when you start talking about incentivizing things to get people vaccinated, it's something else going on. People in America.
Y'all remember when they was rolling out that $100? And again, I'm not laughing at those that did it. I didn't do it. And I'm not laughing for a lot of reasons, even though I'm saying I'm being funny, but I'm not. Now I'm not being funny. I know I got to decipher sometimes when I be saying I'm being funny, but I'm not, because sometimes I'm being funny. Now I'm not being funny again. I know plenty of people, my friends, my family, people had to choose. They had to put their health on the line, like dun 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 dun, dun, like your life's on the line. You gonna take this vax, or you ain't gonna work, and you gonna be homeless. And we taking your house and your kids and this and this and that. People, my friends, some of my friends had newborns, babies just making one and all that. Now they got to decide, like, damn, this shit just came about. And when you hear the first clip that I played, if you just jumped on, then you missed the first clip. But you hear Fauci, sinister. Sinister like the X-Men. Yeah, sinister, the nigga that wear the cape. Sinister. Saying, yeah, because when you force people and you make their life uncomfortable, all that ideology bullshit, all that religious bullshit, shitting on your religion, shitting on your beliefs and your ideologies, telling you like, yeah, when we make it hard for you, you're going to break. You're going to break under pressure. As soon as we give you a little Pepsi, a little motherfucking cigarette, you telling on all your friends, nigga. And I'm being funny now, but I'm not. And a lot of people did fold because they had families to take care of. They had bills to pay. They had shit going on. You know what I mean? Like, we locked down, we stuck. But I only pointed out all that to say a lot of people that took the stance of the jab was good was mad at people like myself and other people, and the black brother, stood 10 toes down, even though they had the black lady with him. Like, yeah, and you woo. He was like, nah, sis, I'm not going to be able to do it. Like, can you do it? I'm not going to be able to do it. No, can you do it? No, I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not doing it. No can do. Like, I can't go for that. No can do, like the old song. And people was really, really mad. People was really, really mad. Like, they really, really mad now. Like, yo, you voted for Trump? I didn't. For those that's just tuning in, I didn't vote for nobody. I can't fuck with you no more. You ain't my friend. You ain't my homie. Like, you ain't my family no more. You fucking motherfuckers, like, you fucking do-gooders. Too bad you couldn't do good at marriage. And do you have any clue what I had to do to get here? I don't think you do. On some Eminem shit. What we really should be doing, right? Because this is the whole government. Like, Biden going preempt pardon a nigga like Fauci. Trump going to come in and say, oh, well, we're going to take your security detail away. And it's a fucking cat and mouse game. And it's the government. And this is America. Don't get you slipping her. Police be tripping her. Don't get caught up in the way, folks. Now, again, you can do what the fuck you want to do. Why? Because you're grown. Cry November. Like, you can do what you want because you're grown. We all adults. We should be operating like adults. So if somebody voted for Trump and you was on the other side and you like, yo, fuck you, nigga. No, fuck you, bitch. Like the song Cry Together. No, fuck you, nigga. No. Fuck you, bitch. If you want it like that, and again, I'm being funny, but I'm not. Cool. But I don't think that's the stance we should be taking. Because no matter who's in office, the Dems or the Republicans, what we should be doing is like the migrants and the immigrants that come into this country, we should follow their lead in this regard, right? That's why I brought up us moving in with my aunt, you know what I mean? And my mom's 3 kids, my aunt 3 kids, and 6 bad motherfuckers, plus 2 cousins, all up in the same motherfucking house in LES in the Lower East Side, right? In the East Side apartment, moving up, you know what I mean, on the Jefferson shit. This is what the migrants do. Whether they Arab, whether they Asian, whether they motherfucking African, right? From the motherland, not like FBAs. I'm good, my brother. Dan, you already know the vibes. I'm good. We just talking our shit like we normally do on a Friday night. This is what they do. They come over here, they together. They together. Out of necessity, let's be clear, let's put some caveats on it and some barriers like, yeah, they together. Out of necessity. That's number one. Meaning they're forced to be together. You come in a foreign land. You don't know nobody. You don't know how this shit work. You from Africa. You from Somalia. You from Hong Kong. You from wherever you from. You not born and raised in America. Your family wasn't here. You fresh over here. So out of necessity, the people that's from your country, the people that's like you rock with them naturally. Strength in numbers, right? You see one the example they give, one motherfucking stick, pop that shit like that, right? When you start putting a whole bunch of sticks together that strong like this, now it's more harder to break because y'all together. And this is what they do. The Chinese, the Asians, the, you know, whatever, right? That whole vibe, right? They come over here. They live in the same apartment. The Africans, they live in the same apartments. They get their business, whether they get the loan from the government. And I know they be redlining FBAs, right? I know they be redlining us. They don't want to give a shit. Cool, we know that already. But this is what the immigrants and the migrants do when they come here. They come here. They live in the same apartment. They work at the same place. They help each other. They build up. They put their money aside. They get a business. They all work the business. They bring more people over, work the business, sleep in the same apartment, small, cramped up, whatever. Then all of a sudden, they got 2 stores. They got 3 stores. There's more than one of them. They branching out. Yo, I know somebody that was look, I'm from Harlem. I'm from New York. Just look at all the African. I'm saying African, but all of them ain't African. Some of them are Frenchmen, right? Some of them are different. They're not all African, even though they black and they got the dark skin complexion. They're not all from Africa. They're from other places as well. They all be on the bikes doing deliveries. When you watch how they link up, it's like talking about they got whole blocks. They got that shit marketed and cornered. It's like, nah, you come over here, nah, Abdul, such and such, Raheem, Woom, when you come over here, we got a bike for you. We got a place for you to live. It's on the floor, and you got to pay $300 a month, but we got a job for you. We got the phone for you. We're going to give you the app. I talked about this in like 5 other shows ago, so you'll have to go see the other video that I did on this topic. They put their money together. They brought a brownstone, a whole building. Now they sleeping in the building. They still paying rent, but they all still working the bike. Now they got the crib together. They put their money together and then they invest in each other. They help each other. They pray with each other. They rock with each other so that they can get stronger, so that they can compete. And blacks, we've been over here. I'm going to say blacks. I'm saying it offhand like, oh, but you're black. And the blacks, the FBAs, who booed Fat Joe, boo Fat Joe, you talking all that shit. We booed you, nigga. Right out of Chicago, right? And we speak about Fat Joe in a little bit, maybe. But y'all see him spinning in the clip. They booed that Puerto Rican nigga, right? Right. He got too overzealous. You overstepped your bridges. Talking out of line, talking out inside of your neck. And black folks and Tariq and the Sheed and the FBA's like, nah, nigga. We got a little bit of power. We got a little bit of pride. We're going to let you feel it. So we're going to boo you. We're going to boycott you. And some may say that's a little overzealous. He had to step down off the BouT or whatever. Side note, these people come over here, they work together, and they do what Wu-Tang said do. My seeds grow with his seeds, marry his seeds. That's how we keep Wu-Tang money all up in the family. And the black folks, what we do, we been here. We seen the Apollo. We seen the Empire State Building. I'm from New York. I'm living the concrete. Like, I've been here. I know what it's like. I'm not overzealous over your little Broadway shows and your shit. Know what I mean? I know what it's like. So it's no necessity for me to rock with the niggas that's in my neighborhood. In fact, I hate the niggas in my neighborhood. When I come out of my building, I ice grill the niggas in my neighborhood. The niggas in my neighborhood ice grill me. We don't rock with each other. Remember Juice? That's another classic movie. One of my favorite movies. Juice. See how Ramirez, I think that's what was his name, the Puerto Rican niggas, the Spanish niggas in the Juice movie, how they used to always beat up Tretch and, you know what I mean, chase niggas down the block. We don't fuck with each other. We get out, we work 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week. Some of us working 60 hours a week. Some of us working 2 jobs. As soon as we get that money, we go to Gucci, Fendi, Prada. We go everywhere else. Get your nails done, like Lauryn Hill said. You get your nails done by Dominicans, nails done by Koreans. Some of us shit like acting like hooligans. Like all that money goes somewhere else. We don't spend it with the but you're black. And my seeds don't go with your seeds, marry your seeds. We don't keep that money circulating. And so we weak. We the only ones that's weak. Them other people, the Mexicans, people could be mad at the other races because they don't fuck with us. And if you don't recognize, and it's not racist. Like, it's not racial. On some Martin Lawrence shit from Boomerang, yo, it's racial. I'm telling you, it's racial. No, it's not racial. People fuck with their own. There's nothing wrong with that. That I don't think is racial. I think that should be a given. Could you trade, do business with other ethnicities and be, yeah, money make the world go round. No, people make the world go round. Like the Stylistic song back in the days. People make the world go around. Like the people make the world go round. And the people is what transactions and monies is exchange. And that's how goods is exchanged for services. That's what we need to do as blacks. Then it don't matter who's in office. It won't matter who you voted for. Niggas be so stuck on the Republican or the Democrat, and you forget you fucking black. You forget that we're here and everybody's really against us. Everybody. You could run from it, you could dread it, but destiny arrives all the same. When I see the Mexicans and all that, they rock with each other. They fuck with each other. And it's not a bad thing. But we take our money everywhere else. And you can say, yo, well, Lee, well, it ain't really no black stores. It ain't really no black businesses. And I may say, yeah, depending on what neighborhood and era you from, you might be partially right. You may have to travel a little bit. Asians own all the 99-cent stores. Africans, all the 99-cent stores. Asians, all of the nail salons. Africans, all of the hair braiding stores. The Indians, all of the Dunkin' Donuts. The Indians, all of the Popeyes. And you may point out, depending on where you're from, Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, wherever the fuck you from, you may say, nah, my uncle and them, they own the Popeyes. They own the McDonald's. What the fuck you talking about? We've been in business. And I'm going to say, oh, nah, salute. And, you know what I mean? Salute to you and your family, but that's one out of, what, 50, 100, 50, 111 times? You pointed out one black Popeyes, and I just pointed out all the Indians own this shit, all the Arabs and Somalians, etc. They own all this shit. And so we have no buying power, even though we really do. We do, because why you think all the liquor stores and, you know, all the Chinese restaurants and the Popeyes and Dunkin' Donuts and all these places is in our places of living? Because we got money. 50 Cent, we got money. Like, don't trip. I kill you if you, like, we got money. We just spending it on all the wrong things. We're not saying, you know what? I got 1,000. She got 1,000. Or some Oprah Winfrey, you get a car. You get a car. She get a car. He get a car. Now we need to get our own 99 cents. Let's start with a supermarket first. All the Spanish niggas own the supermarkets. And whether that's by design, cool. But what we gonna do about it? We gonna bitch and moan and complain and fight each other? Or we gonna put our dollars together and say, yo, we need laundromat, 99-cent store, supermarket, cleaners, Chinese food, pizza, whatever it is, we can do it. We don't gotta wait for the 50 cents, for the hoes, for the Rick Rosses, for the Oprah Winfreys who get money from Kamala to come do a fake interview. We don't need none of these people. Anybody you put up on a pedestal, people ridiculing Rick Ross and Snoop Dogg, and I get it. The nigga came online like, which one of you coons going to perform for Donald J. Trump? And then you end up doing it. How motherfucking foolio can you be? And Snoop Dogg, and he's a dog. Snoop Doggy Dogg, you's a fucking foolio for saying some shit that comes back around that doesn't age well. And I know I'm probably going to have a lot when niggas catch up to the channel. And we've been rocking on YouTube for a little while now. Pop up his TV. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I know I got some shit that people gonna swing back around like, yeah, that didn't age well. When you talking all the time on the camera, yeah, shit not gonna age well. But one thing's for sure, two things for certain, principles don't change. Your values don't change. Meaning, like, if you on some Scarface shit, I'll use this as an analogy. If you was on some, I'm a gangster, but I don't kill women and kids, that's not changing. That's not going to change. And I'm just using that so it could be relatable. You know what I mean? Like, if you ain't fucking with Trump, then why are you fucking with him now? Why are you going to perform for him now? And I get it. People was outraged and they was appalled. I did a video on it. And I'm saying, damn, niggas is outraged and they appalled, but your boss is a racist. Your boss is a whole fucking cracker. And he hate black niggas with the ER. But yet you go to work. You a good worker. You one of the best workers at your firm, at your company. You ain't nobody looking at you with the side of that. Granted, you ain't jump online smartly and say, yo, fuck them niggas at Pepsi. Fuck them niggas at, whatever, Delta, wherever you work at. Then now we see you working for them. We see you kissing ass and my, like Snoop did. Get it. You ain't jump online, so there's no digital footprint of you putting your foot in your mouth. Now, I mean, Snoop, we got you on camera, nigga. That's you. You can say, oh, Kelly, no, nigga, that's you. Jigga, Kelly, not guilty. No, nigga, that's you. You was on camera talking about which one of you coon ass. So you thought whoever performed for him was a coon. Now, 2 years later, 4 years later, 5 years later, you performing? You look like a clown. That don't mean I'm canceling you, Snoop. I'm still going motherfucking rock with your music right here. You even see the motherfucking album for the Doggy Dog album. It's right here. You on Instagram, you can see it. If you on YouTube, you live. It's a doggy dog world. Like it's a dog, it's a dog, it's a doggy dog world. A dog's world. Just cool. Like it's a doggy dog world. I'm not surprised when you put the beat on. I'm not shocked and I'm not amazed. Nelly, on the other hand, we don't have no digital footprint of him saying some foul shit. He like, listen, man, I thought it was an honor. You either could take him at his word or not. But my thing is, why are people so outraged at them because they celebrities and you put them on a high pedestal when you shouldn't? That's your first mistake. So that's you being Bozo the Clown for putting fucking celebrities, rappers, entertainers, and athletes like they not human. That's number one. They take a piss standing up too, or when they sit down and take a shit, they balls hang too. Know what I mean? On some Keith Murray shit, let my balls hang like I'm on the toilet taking a shit. Right. So you put them up here, they disappointed you, now you mad. But you still rocking Gucci, Fendi, and Prada. They don't fuck with us. They're not giving back to the community. But we don't got no smoke for them. It's the fake outrage that does it for me. On some Chris Rock shit, it's selective outrage. You pick and choose what you want to get mad at. But we should be mad at the more important things. Not Snoop being a hypocrite. Totally a hypocrite. Totally a hypocrite. And then people like, he ain't need the money. How you know? Because you know his expenses. Like what Ho said, y'all don't know my expenses. I got to buy bigger plates and more baggies. Why you all aggy? Nigga, respect the game. That should be it. What you eat don't make me shit. Where's the love? Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm selling bricks and you selling dimes. You mad? Don't count my bag. I got a whole lot of people to feed. So yeah, Trump giving me whatever dollars he give me, I'm going to perform. And as a fan, you could be mad. You got a right to be mad. But are you mad at your boss? You going to work every day and you know what I'm talking about? Not for the people that don't know their bosses is racist. I'm talking about for the people that was at happy hour with their boss, their supervisor. You know that you heard them niggas say some suspect shit. You seen a tattoo or some shit that was suspect. You still rocking with them. You still going to work and you ain't looking for an exit plan. You still just going to work happy and jolly. You know what I mean? XO Chino, you still going to work. You still buying products in high fashion. Like high fashion, high low, we jacking, all the low. Like, you know what I mean? You still buying high fashion shit when you know these motherfuckers is racist. The Balenciagas and the Gucci, Poochie, Fendi, you know they racist. You know they don't fuck with us. If they not racist, they don't fuck with us. And ain't no foundations for no hood shit, for no hood niggas, for no hood community for the youth. Yet you still go, soon as when you get your money, soon as when you finish working that 60, 70-hour week, you working 2 jobs, nigga. Shorty, that Dunkin' Donuts cost. You know, none of them people that own them Dunkin' Donuts fuck with you. In fact, I'm from Harlem. I got to keep bringing that up. No Jim Jones. And he like, I'm a legend in 2 boroughs, right? Shout outs to Jumo, right? I'm being funny, but I'm not. You know, my uncle D, shout outs to Nico, right? That's my uncle, right? No play uncle, that's my uncle, right? When he do the Heaven Up in Harlem and all that. And he go to these different places to give back for the cookout, for our loved ones that we lost, that we commemorate, that we celebrate. We celebrate their lives, right? When you go to these different places, when he goes to some of these different places, and I went with him, right? Some of them cold shoulder, like, I'm not donating to you niggas. Yeah, I'm not donating to you niggas, and you told Harpo to beat me. We not giving you nothing. I don't care how much liquor you buy out of this liquor store. I don't care how much chicken and fried rice, you know what I mean, $2 extra shrimp, nigga, you buy from my store. I'm not donating to you. I'm not giving you no food. I'm not giving you no money. I'm not giving you no time. I'm not putting your flyers in my store, and you go that way. That's what we get. Some. Now, you may have the Caribbeans and, the Jamaicans and, black folk, but, not African-American black or FBAs, if you will, but they black. So you could get some food from them. You could get some donations from them. They will donate, but not the other. You don't get shit from Dunkin' Donuts, from Popeyes, from none of them other places. You got to come out of your pocket on your own to fund that. See the difference? Yet we still support them. We still fuck with them. Why? Why is there no outrage for that? And that was just my thoughts. Listen, people, you could be like my son, or you could be like whoever else, and you could draw that line in the sand and say, listen, if you voted for this racist, supremacist nigga, I'm not fucking with you. Cool. Is that going to get you ahead? Is you going to build some momentum and you going to do something with yourself? I'm not saying you're not. What I'm saying is, on the things that you do agree with, on the things that it is some common ground with, you should work together. Because the other people work together. And if nothing else, you see Kamala, all the other presidents, all of them wasn't motherfucking Democrats. I mean, Republicans. Some of them was Democrats. They still showed up. They still showed up. And when the lights stop flashing and the cameras go off, they still in them offices discussing business. Here it is, you and me, we talking about, yeah, we ain't going to be dealing with each other no more because you voted Democrat, you voted Republican, and you're independent, and you're this. Dummies. Some people graduate, but they still stupid. While they still politicking to put themselves in the best position and keep the status quo, me and you was arguing over Democrat, Republican, and who we voted for, so therefore we could get nothing done. They still working together. They're going to work together. They're going to vote on bills together that affect all of us. You can sit on the sideline if you want. Well, how you arguing from outside the club and you can't even get in? We need to get in. Make our party strong. Like Ice Cube was trying to do. Y'all remember that? The platinum and all that? He was going to both parties, and a lot of us, not me, but a lot of the black folks, but you're black. Shitted on Ice Cube. Told him, kick rocks, fuck you, nigga. You even want to talk to Trump. We ain't fucking with you. How stupid does that sound? When other people are working together to build, to get better. And it's strength in numbers. If we go to war right now, I get it. If you got some trained people, some people going to be able to beat 4 and 5 people, and some people going to need help. But the point is, after a while, if we got an army of 10,000 and you only 2,000, we're going to crush you. I don't care how many of your troops could beat 5 people. Okay, say out of your 10,000, you could Each of your men can kill 5 people at one time. But we 100,000. So you're going to lose. You're going to lose. Unitas. And when the motherfucking arrows shoot from the sky and black out the sun, you going to lose, bro. Sis. Care how intelligent you think you are. And we've been live for 1 hour on Instagram. We're going to refresh. And I got time today. There's a lot of topics. That was just the little political part. Had to get that out the way because Trump going crazy. One last thing, too, about Trump. He going to release the files of Kennedy and Martin Luther King and some other shit. I'm like, I thought we knew about these things already. What could you possibly about to be revealing that we ain't know about? Inquiring minds, we want to know. I definitely want to know. I'm definitely curious. That's enough about the political shit. I don't like to be being political and all that because I'm independent. I only voted one time and I really don't give a fuck. Not in like in a negative way. Just in the sense that I know when I wake up in the morning, the Most High is in control. I'm in control of what I can control, and I need to control those things I can control. Other than that, that shit is just a waste of time and a distraction. You can live how you want to live. That's just my advice. You're gonna come out in your own way. Let's get to some other shit. Let's get to this Big Meech and Rick Ross shit, right? And I don't got the video or the clip, but it is a video in the clip, spinning in the clip, as I like to say, of Big Meech, Rick Ross, and the video together. They talking. I guess they doing like a car show or a big party or something like that. And right off the rip, I wish I did save the video, but I seen it on YouTube. Right off the rip, you could just tell by the cheek-to-cheek smile Rick Ross got. He looking like the Joker. You know what I mean? And why so serious? Like, that nigga's smiling like this. Mad happy. And we know why. We know, 50 Cent did the BMF series. And I just finished watching, season 3 or whatever it was, the last season. I binge watched it maybe like 10 days ago. And if you didn't watch it, spoiler alert. The last episode, they end up in Mexico, walking in Mexico, 2 black niggas, and he like, yo, one thing about my brother, whether right or wrong, this is, I think, the brother with the eye talking about, Meech, like it's always an adventure, right? And I'm hoping we see season 4 or 3, whichever one it was, and how that turned out, right? Obviously, we know they got locked up. We know they did shit in epic proportions. Even the butler had a Bentley, Ferrari, and all that shit. And they did it on a level that nobody else did it, right? And in my estimations, not glorifying it, because it's not to be glorified, but in our culture, where we come from, and Anthony Hamilton coming from where I'm from, right? This the shit that we big up. This the shit that we rock with. You know what I mean? This the shit that we bow down to. Niggas that put work in, niggas that sold drugs, niggas that had the plugs, niggas that fucked all the bitches, killed all the niggas, stood 10 toes down. This is what we fuck with. So I'm not gonna act like I ain't come up off that either, right? Coming from 142nd and Lynchmore, right? This is what it is. It is what it is. Series is fire. Even though a lot of people was in the last episode with the Tupac and certain other things they added, it started to get watered down. All right, cool, 2 Chainz, etc. This is what I want to speak about: the Rick Ross, the Big Meech, and oh, by the way, here's 50, right? Who put the whole thing together. In the series, when it first come on, obviously when they going through the intros and all that, it says some of the names and the incidents, etc., has been modified or changed to protect the innocent or the guilty. But then after that, I guess like they being a troll or they playing, and they're like, but some of this shit might have actually happened, right? And so first I want to point that out and say, if Big Meech is anything like his son displayed in the series, then obviously we know he about his money. We know he's a shrewd businessman. We know that he's very calculated, and we know that he values relationships as opposed to not fucking with niggas. He would rather fuck with you than not fuck with you. So I point that out to say Rick Ross, on the other hand, he's a businessman too. Whether you think he's a shrewd businessman or not, whether you fuck with him or not, obviously, you know, the officer shit, and we know 50 Cent was on some, you won't believe what Tia told me, like, your rap career is over, homie. Officer Ricky, like Officer Ricky, you know what I mean? We know that he's a shrewd businessman as well. He got the car show, he got the mansion. He rented it out to Eddie Murphy and them for Coming to America 2 times. And he been doing the car show, whether you think it's successful or not. He got the Bel Air, etc. Even one time, and I spoke about this on the channel, I don't know if he was trolling or not, but he was like, yo, me and 50 should work together. I can help you. You know, at that part, I thought he was going off a little bit, but a lot of people in the comments was like, 50 don't need you, nigga, and woo. They wanted to keep the friction and the beef going. And it probably will stay going because, you know, these niggas is, you know, they above my pay grade. They could be petty. We know 50 Cent is a super troll. It is what it is. My view was like, I would love to see them do business together. To come together after all of the fuck shit, do something positive and put a hood tank together on some Shark Tank shit, or just work together as 2 black men that's getting money together, and we getting money over here, hey, we getting money, like that would be dope. Now that Meech is home and we see 50 Cent with him, no party thrown for him, no big, hey, he's home. Well, we see Rick Ross like, yo, he gonna be at the car show. We promoting them. They in the video together. He hugging them. You get that smile. Like, you know, he happy as a motherfucker. Happy because it's like, yeah, I get to stick one Pausellini. I get to stick one to 50. And a lot of people are saying like, how does this or how will this affect Meech's and 50 Cent relationship? Because like, according to everybody, Big Meech owe everything to 50. Yo, he took care of your family. He took care of y'all niggas. He put y'all on the map. He told your whole story. He put millions in your pocket, and he did. He put millions in their pocket and their family's pocket. But, and we just talking street shit. That's why I had to preference my comments and my statements before I got to this part about how we value street niggas like him and we put him up here. On that level, 50 Cent can't touch him, right? He never did it as big as Meech. In fact, and ain't too many people, if none, did it as big as Meech, right? He did it the biggest. He was one of the biggest on that level of, you know, breaking down and fucking up the community while getting money, even though the Butler had Fendi and Gucci and Prada and all that shit on, and the Butler even had a Ferrari. Even the bag up man had a Ferrari. Cool. Everybody had Bentleys, Ferraris, and all that shit. You still fucked the community up. You still damaged the community. You still got rich off the community. You still killed and did all that shit. So we're not absolving him from any of those things. What I'm saying is people like him get held in high regard, and people that go to college and go to the military, they under him. It's not the same for whatever reason, but we know the reason, because niggas value certain things, and our value system a lot of times is not right and exact. But anyway, Meech is a boss. He been a boss. I think I'm Big Meech. Larry Hoover, whip and work. Hallelujah. You thought he wasn't going to meet up with the nigga that made a whole song called BMF about him? There was no way in hell that he wasn't going to at least meet up with the nigga, link up with the nigga, hear what he got to say, and see if it could be business deals made. Because, again, if the real life Meech is anything like was portrayed by his son, we know he about his bag. We know he about his money. We know he about uniting. Even if it's a bunch of drug dealers and killer gang niggas, it was about uniting. Detroit niggas gonna work with Atlanta niggas. Atlanta niggas gonna work with St. Louis niggas. St. Louis niggas gonna work with Miami niggas. We gonna make this shit a conglomerate, and we all gonna eat. And we all, every single person gonna eat, even the butler. So in that regards, in that sense, nobody did it as big as him. So he's a boss in his own right. So he ain't gotta ask 50 Cent for no permission. Yeah, you can say, nah, you gotta know that he was beefing with 50 Cent and there was issues and woo, Gator, what up? You gotta know it was issues there. And I say, like, a nigga like Meech, I don't know him, already came home dealing with the snitch allegations. And nigga, how you get home early? Know what I mean? Like, you know the mother. Who was that? Who's the nigga that played that? The nigga from Juice. I can't think of his name right now. Omar Epps. Know what I mean? Like, how you get home, nigga? When niggas that's in the feds, like, nah, you was supposed to at least do 26 years, 25 years. You get home in 22, 23, and that's another story. We already covered that. The point is he been a boss. A nigga ain't asking no permission. Permission for what? To link up with another nigga that's getting money to see how I can get my own money and not ask for a handout? I'm not a handout type of nigga. I'm that nigga that give the handouts. So in that regards, will it be backlash? Will it be beef? And beef is when you can't go to sleep, and beef is when you gotta roll on less than 20 deep. Beef is when ICU guaranteed to be in ICU. One more time, what's beef? Beef is like, I don't think it's gonna be that type of vibe. I think 50 Cent might feel some type of way. Obviously, like I did the whole series on you niggas. You know I don't fuck with this Officer Ricky ass nigga. You know I don't fuck with him. But Meech probably gonna be like, nah, I went, see what he had to say. You know they threw the party for me. He was the host. Woo, 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 Not copping the plea, but just pretty much like, nigga, I'm home now. And ain't no restrictions on me. And what Ultron said, ain't no strings and I'm not, there's no puppet masters over me. Ain't no strings on me. I do what the fuck I want. I'm Big Meech, nigga. Not you. You sold your little drugs in Queens and all that. You wasn't like me, nigga. I was the motherfucking East Coast kingpin. The whole, supplying the whole coast. Half of the seaboard, right? And I would like to see no beef come out of this. I would still like to see 50 Cent deal with Big Meech. I want to see season 3 or season 4, whichever one it is, to see the ending result, even though we really pretty much know how things turned out. They both went to jail. They both did time, you know, and came home, etc. But we see we see him with Rick Ross. We see him cheesing and smiling and trolling. That nigga looks so happy. He looked like 50 Cent looked when he had Tia inside the Gucci store and the fur coat store, and he was buying the shit, and he was sitting there talking with her like, yo, we gonna come out with your book, and tell him what you was telling us about how he don't take care of his kids and all that, and he was trolling, and that shit looked crazy, crazy, right? For those that remember, I remember clear as day. Like, you could tell 50 Cent was trying to, stick it to him, and like, listen, nigga, I'm with your baby mom. She told me everything. And that's why he made the song. You won't believe what Tia told me. Like, your career is fucking over, homie. Officer Ricky. Like, and Rick Ross is one of the few people that was able to stand up to 50. I mean, I'm a 50 Cent fan. Music-wise and business-wise. Like, I'm going to give a nigga they flowers. He definitely one of the few to put on, right? But Rick Ross is also one of the few to have a spat with 50 Cent and still come out on top. His career didn't end. His sales didn't drop. He put out classic albums since the beef. God Forgives and I Don't. Definitely a classic album. To me. Nothing ever, transpired where he couldn't get no money no more. And so he's a boss in that regard. You know what I mean? Put other people on, build this empire, etc. Ain't really have no hits lately since the Shaq and Kobe with Meek Mill, but prior to that, you know what I mean? Not really. But he lasts, and 50 Cent couldn't beat him. He couldn't take him out the game like Ja and a couple of other people that 50 Cent beef with. Obviously, the Locks, they didn't take an L either. They still, you know what I mean? They was on his ass, no pause. So it's interesting to see a brother like Meech rather come home, link up with a Rick Ross, knowing what it was, and then what was the other thing, right? The brother who I can't think of the name right now. You see him holding the Supreme shirt up with Supreme son, right? And people was saying, then 50 Cent came out, and he did address this, so maybe he will address, and I didn't see any addresses, so that's why I'm speaking like maybe he will, because I didn't see any addresses. But when Supreme son was with the brother, Terry, that's his name, and they was taking a picture of the Supreme shirt, and they took the pictures together. 50 Cent did come out and say like, yo, I don't know, what it's hitting for. I put millions in niggas' pockets, put niggas' family on while niggas was down or they couldn't get to the bag, and he would be right in that regards. But I just hope black brothers can continue to get money together as opposed to getting money separately and we beefing and it's an issue with each other. Get money together. Be stronger together. Build together. Put more people on together so we can be stronger together. Don't let them divide and conquer us. You know what I mean? Just because you don't like a nigga or because it was some shit in the past that was some bubblegum shit. And this is another reason, right? Because when we talked about Jim Jones the last two lives, right? Last two Fridays, we spoke about Jim Jones and Cam answering back and Mason Betta, right? And, Jim Jones, Jump Off My Ayo, got the song out, which is fire. We see how 50 Cent went up there and, caused dissension amongst the ranks, if you will. Or even back then when everybody was on Dipset and they're like, yo, Jimmy was out of pocket. And, he went on Rap City or Yo MTV or whatever it was. And, when Cam and 50 was beefing, what 50 Cent say? He like, we like Jimmy better anyway, nigga. Like, know what I mean? And so he went up on the Cam podcast, what is it, Come Talk to Fleek or whatever it is. And, since then, Jim Jones and Cam back in the spotlight, Dipset back in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. If you're from Harlem or you're a Dipset fan, and you say, damn, all because of 50 Cent and Cam asking the question and, animosity that never was addressed as grown men. So now that we getting money, animosity or issues wasn't addressed. When any little instance come up, now I address it, but in a negative way, like niggas, get off my dick, like, you know what I mean? Which I thought was crazy. You have to say that, but that's how he felt. He felt like niggas on line, and I did a lot for them niggas. You know what I mean? Like laughing it off, and he got the we still Harlem up in, which I don't like the song. I ain't gonna lie, but I do like the Jumo song, the Jomo, whatever it is. I like that song. That's fire. But the Harlem song, up in Harlem, it's alright. It ain't better than the first song, Harlem, 7th, Lennox. And what about the East Side? El Barrio, we blowing smoke while we just not better than that. That Harlem song is not better than the first Harlem song. And while we at it, I told you I got time today. Mind, muscles, calm. What's the fucking word, my guy? It's definitely not better than this song. Let me see where this shit at. Cause y'all know I did a song with Jim too. Me and my guy, Great Fire. It ain't better than this.
Yeah. Great Fire. Welcome to the plaza, baby. Yeah. All they wanna do is hate. They don't think we bust out things. Uptown niggas getting cake. Show you how to stuff your cream. Thinking we just all shake. I'ma show you gangsta moves. Don't get caught out of place. I'll borrow, get it poppin' too. 7th Avenue flow, Lennox Avenue dope, 8th Avenue hoes, 5th Avenue glow. What you know about that purple limousine and the headdress, mom?
Anyways, it ain't better than those two songs, but I do like the Jumo song. But anyway, I want to see them niggas get money, continue to get money, put the beef aside. We all reaching 50. You know what I mean? I don't think it's gonna be no real backlash with the Meek, with Big Meech fucking with Rick Ross, doing a car show with him or doing anything with him, because he a boss. He is certain different type of nigga. 50 Cent is certain different type of nigga. Obviously, different levels of doing it. You know what I mean? I don't really see no issues from that. Let's talk about this shit though. Let's talk about the flight attendant before we segue into the healthcare worker lady who's twerking on her residency, right? Miss Sweets, what's the word? Miss Sweets of Harlem, how you doing? Happy Friday, bless up. So we had a flight attendant, I think I want to say American Airlines or Delta Airlines coming out. First and foremost, when you put the beat on, I'm not shocked, I'm not amazed. that these sisters, for whatever reasons, keep coming out, twerking, shaking their ass, and come on, baby, come on, baby. Like, you got a propensity to shake your motherfucking funky ass all over the place. And I get it. A heterosexual guy like me who love women, who love to see the buns, you know what I mean? Like all over the place, buns all in the nigga face. Like, I love it, right? Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it. Put it in the circle of niggas and watch me like, shake it up. Do you? However, there's a time and there's a place for this type of behavior. So the flight attendant, right? She, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Female flight attendant fired for twerking at work. Yep, here she go right here. She's not bad looking either. Look Asian and black, mixed mulatto type of baby. You know what I mean? That's her right here. We live on Instagram, we live on YouTube, we live on some platforms, right? And she did the GoFundMe. I never thought a single moment would cost me everything. This is how former Alaska Airlines, I thought it was Delta Airlines, employee Nella Deli began the GoFundMe fundraiser she created after allegedly being fired for posting a TikTok video dance on the job. And this is back all the way in November, but obviously, you know, it's coming out now, etc. The then flight attendant posted a TikTok in which she danced, in her own words, twerked in the aisles of the empty airline. Ghetto bitch till I DEI, till I die. Ghetto bitch till I die. Don't let the uniform fool you, she captioned the video. So you a ghetto bitch till you die. Don't let the video fool you, but the video you shaking your ass and you, come on baby, come on baby. Like, so you a ghetto bitch till you die. You working at Alaskan Airlines, they fire you, you're fired. No bitch, you're fired. They fire you because you're twerking and shaking your ass all over the place. Della filmed the lighthearted 15-second clip over 6 months into her dream job. Explained on the GoFundMe, one day during a layover, I posted a lighthearted video on my personal social media account. It was a harmless clip that was recorded at 6 a.m. in the morning, like 6 in the morning, feds at my door. Like, you know what I mean? Like, six in the morning while waiting 2 hours for the pilots. She then wrote, in part, the video went viral overnight, but instead of love and affection, I need love and affection. But instead of love and support, it brought unexpected scrutiny. And overall, it was a poor decision on my behalf. I didn't think it would cost me my dream job. So your dream job was to be a flight attendant, right? Back and forth, flying through the airwaves, and the planes don't fly, waves go dry. My, oh my, like, you know what I mean? You don't pay no dues, like the rules don't apply. Jaw full of suckers get twisted cause you're high. Waves go dry, planes don't fly. My, oh my, all right? My, oh my to her, right? She didn't think it was going to cost her dream job. So you get your dream job, you are on probation, you complete said probation, only for you to celebrate while you're waiting for the pilots to come on a delay for 2 hours by shaking your ass, then putting it online? Why? Why are you putting it online? Because your followers want to see you shake your little light-skinned ass? And what Jason Whitlock say? Them big old cans and that peanut butter skin. And that's you, Joy, Joy Taylor. shaking your ass on motherfucking Fox Sports 1 News. I'm being funny, but I'm not. My point is, after seeing the video, Alaskan Airlines accused Delela of violating the company's employee social media policy. The former flight attendant said, I explained that the video wasn't intended to harm anyone or the company, but they didn't want to hear it. And why would we? Because you represent us. You on the clock. You on the clock. Put your rollers in the sky. Wave them side to side and keep your hands high. Like you on the clock. You on our dime. We're paying you. And like Iron Man said in motherfucking Avengers 1, that man's playing Gallagher. That man's playing Gallagher. Like, there's some real shit going on. And that man's playing Gallagher. Come on, people. I get it. You want to look at Lobster Tube. You want to scroll and be on Instagram and TikTok and do your little dumbass videos. But you on the clock time. You on the company's time. We're paying you. So what the fuck is you doing? Why are you doing that? They wasn't trying to listen. The lady roll on her GoFundMe. Well, if I wanted, like, warning, like, this is what I wanted. No discussions, no chance to defend myself, and no chance for a thorough and proper investigation. Losing my job was devastating. And I've always been careful about what I share online. Really? No sympathy from Lee. I'm sorry. Like, no sympathy from Lee. You could cry me a river. And cry me a river. And what Justin Timberlake was just somewhere and the other NSYNC members popped up or whatever. He was like, niggas, why y'all ain't hit me on the bat line? Tell me y'all was coming. Like, don't be just popping up on me. I know we did a group and all that, but niggas, don't be just popping up on me. Like, yo, give me some heads up first. Without warning, they fired her ass. Never thought the video would cost me my career. The former Alaskan airline employee also noted that she didn't even mention the airline by name, though her flight attendant uniform, which she wore in the clip, is unique to the airline. Listen, people, and I just really wanted to segue that before we get to this other topic. Ladies, gentlemen, and lowlifes. It's with our grand pleasure to present MC Ricky D. And like, no, I mean, like I'm being funny, but I'm not. Like, ladies, gentlemen, and lowlifes. That applies to you, Victor Thomas. Great Fire, what up? Ladies, gentlemen, and lowlife. Listen, people, when you at your job, you can't be playing Gallagher. You can't be looking at Lobster Tube. You can't be looking at ass. You can't be doing that. I know you want to do that. I know you don't got no self-control. I know you want to be looking at all the videos and you want to watch Popovich TV and see me talk my shit, but you at work. You're at work. So if they catch you and you do some shit that's against company policy, you're going to lose your job. That's the facts. That's the reality. That's more than the facts. That's the reality. And you can run from it. You can dread it. But destiny arrives all the same. And for this flight attendant, she like, it was just an innocent little video. I just was shaking my little ass. And you look good. You look like Black Asian. You look like you A. Marie. And it's one thing that caught me tripping. Like, you look like A. Marie. And damn, shorty could get it. But you shaking your little ass and your little flight attendant outfit, and you're wrong because you at work. And we don't want to see you on correction. We would like to see you on TikTok shaking your little ass, but the company bet not see you shaking your little ass on TikTok for views, for likes, for validation, for attention. Look at me, guys. I got my little outfit on. I'm shaking my ass for you. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Like you pop locking it on TikTok for fucking views and likes from niggas that don't give a fuck about you. Now you want GoFundMe. What? You just was shaking your ass in your little uniform. Looking good, by the way. Looking good, by the way. And that man's playing Gallagher. Should never get old from Avengers 1. That man's playing Gallagher like we in a whole crisis. You on a whole shield budget right now. We in the sky, 50,000 feet in the sky, dealing with spies and motherfucking aliens from outer space. And that man's playing Gallagher, and you can't be on Lobster Tube, fellas. When they do the scrubbing on your history and they see you on, you're going to get fired. And what is it worth? For some niggas to say, damn, queen, shorty could get it. No, you know you could get it. When you come outside with them bum-ass outfits on from Fashion Nova, you know you could get it. You don't got to go online while you at work on the company's dime, shake your little fucking stinky ass for some likes and some views. And that brings us to this story. Because this story is crazy, crazy, shit crazy. And before I pull up the video, let me first say, we've seen judges, we've seen senators, we've seen public officials, we've seen police officers do the little dance and what's the R. Kelly dance or whatever, shake it, she gonna shake it or whatever the fucking little dances is. We see women, like where the ladies at? Where the ladies, like where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? I told y'all I got time today. Where the fucking ladies at? Where the ladies at? We see y'all can't help it. It's like nigga dropped the Molly in your champagne and you ain't even know it. And as soon as when that shit kick in, you got to turn around and shake your little funky ass. Well, you're going to lose your job. And then you're going to be on GoFundMe hoping that these simp-ass niggas send you some money. And anything goes when it comes to hoes because pimping ain't, where the fuck is my money at? Where the fuck I put the money at? Lost the money. Simping ain't easy. Like, simping ain't easy. Niggas ain't gonna be donating to your motherfucking GoFundMe. Oh, here go the money right here. Anything goes when it comes to hoes because simping ain't easy. No, simping ain't no. Big Daddy Kane and Nice and Smooth said, pimping ain't easy. Not simping, pimping. It's a big difference. The difference is widespread. Some of y'all niggas is just too simplicious. And any little chick cry, and they fired me because I lost my dream job and I just was shaking my ass and I just need 100,000,000 from you guys. And y'all niggas, hey, you queen, and you the best queen in the world. They should have never fired you. Come on over here, let daddy take care of you. What? Like, where did all the good men go? No, sis, I'm not going to be able to do it. We seen too many ladies jump online, risk it all, Carmelo Anthony, and you lose your job. Now you can't take care of yourself. You can't pay your car note. You can't buy no more motherfucking Dunkin' Donuts, and that shit is expensive. And you out here looking crazy. And that brings us to this story right here. This chick right here should get her ass whipped, though. Just gonna keep it a buck. I'm not really with beating up women and women getting their ass whipped, but she should get her ass whipped. I'm just saying. Let's pull it up. And I saved a lot of shit to talk about today, so give me a second. When I seen this clip, I'm like, oh, you can't make this shit up. Can't make this shit up at all. Where the fuck is this bitch at? I know I got it. It's right here, I believe. Save a lot of shit. I got time, pardon me. Is this it here? No, that's the chick that went to the people's door, went to their door and was talking about she ain't believe they lived there. That's the Snoop Dogg shit. Where's this shit at? Right here. Where the fuck is this shit at? Motherfucker. I think I saved it in this one. Give me a second. It's right here. I know I saved this shit. Is it right here? Lady twerking on top of her fucking her workers. I know I saved this shit, motherfucker. Anyways, it's a viral video going viral of a healthcare worker. Damn, I could have swore I saved this shit. Of a healthcare worker, lady, at her job, dancing on top of a motherfucker, right? Damn, I know I saved this shit. What the fuck? Now, I'm gonna find this shit. We gonna wait one motherfucking second. I got time today. We gonna find this shit. Anything goes when it comes to hoes because pimping ain't easy. Pimping ain't easy.
This call is from a federal prison.
Not that. Master P. Where's this chick dancing at on motherfuckers? Damn, bro. Couldn't tell me I didn't save this shit. Damn. That's not it either. Wendy Williams. America. This is the Dyke joint.
This salon suite makes...
Not that. Motherfucker. Anyway, I thought I'd save the video, but it's a crazy video going viral right now of a healthcare worker dancing on her client, dancing on her patient. What up now? Happy Saturday, happy Friday. We appreciate you. Y'all seen the video. I could have swore I saved it. I could have swore I saved this shit, man. I can't believe it. I could have swore I saved the video. I definitely wanted to show y'all the video of it's a girl. She went viral. She dancing on the patient. She tried to justify it, and the patient looked a little mentally disabled. Let's say that. I don't really know the right terminology, whether it's retarded, slow, whatever the proper words is. He's sitting in the wheelchair. She's actually climbed her ass on top of the wheelchair, dancing, got a little cootie cat all on his head and shit, and he's, standing or sitting there. Then it's another video of another client, think they in the bathroom, and people was like, it's sexual harassment. It's sexual charge, and she all the way out of pocket. Now, she defended her actions. It ain't no surprise there, right? She ain't going to take accountability. She going to defend her actions. But my thing is this, right? We seen the senator from Long Island, I believe it was, or maybe Staten Island. And I think she was off hours, so she wasn't at work. On the beach, handstanding, shaking her fucking ass, right? Her little funky ass. And I'm being funny, but I'm not. I don't know if her ass stink or not, right? I'm just being funny. And what I said was, with the senator, certain jobs and positions, whether you like it or not, whether you agree with it or not, it's a certain responsibility, it's a certain prestige image, if you will, that you have to uphold. You can't be a judge out here shaking your ass and drinking and being mad drunk. And what was another? I think it was another judge out in Atlanta or somewhere that got mad drunk. They ended up locking her up, and they showed the video of her being drunk and being intoxicated, talking shit and all that. Like, you can't do these things. Like, you can, but you're going to be held accountable. It's not like, you work for the government, so we're going to give you a pass. And obviously, I'm not naive. I'm not stupid. We know that some of these people do get passes. We know that some of these people do get the blind eye turned to them, and they get the pass go without going to jail. But if you're black, yeah, it shouldn't be double standards. But why all the sisters gotta shake their ass? And I'm gonna quote motherfucking DNY. What's the skit from the DMX? Yo, why what is the DY? Why you always gotta press everybody that come to the jail? What the nigga say? Yo, the nigga was talking shit at the other jail. We gonna take this nigga on a straight rough ride. And the nigga like, yo, why we always gotta press? Why the sisters always gotta shake their ass and show that you can buggle and bubbling, baby? You a wild animal. Like some of y'all's wild, funky ass animals. You don't gotta shake your ass every time the song come on. You don't gotta post up videos of you at work shaking your ass, whether you in the dress, whether you in the motherfucking the clothes that the judges wear, the flight attendant we just talked about, or if you got the healthcare garments on in the pandemic, we was clapping for y'all. What was it, 7 o'clock every night? The what was they calling them? The essential workers. I'm outside working out on the pull-up bar. You know, we social distancing. We outside working out. You got me clapping and shit, feeding into the bubblegum shit. Yeah, essential workers. And I'm not like downplaying them. I'm just being funny, but I'm not. We cheering y'all on. Yet and still, you at a home, a residence where somebody, you know, entrusted in you to come into their apartment, come into their house, take care of their loved one, change them, feed them, go to the laundry, do certain things. And, you know, I have loved ones that have healthcare workers come to their apartment, come to their residency, take care of them. You know, some of them loved ones, and my family who I love dearly, right? And I'm not going to say who they are, but, you know, obviously you can't do it as the son. You can't do it as the daughter, as the cousin, as the uncle. You live in your daily life. You got kids to take care of. You got a job you got to go to. So we have these professions where these people come into your house, yet you want to open your legs, get on top of the wheelchair. Damn, I wish I had the fucking footage because I thought I saved it. And shake your little funky ass all on his head in the name of getting some likes on TikTok. Getting some likes on Instagram, getting some people to say, yeah, girl, you doing that shit. I'm like, where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? No, where the fuck is the ladies at to put this heifer in her place and she dancing on your, I'm assuming, retarded or mentally challenged person? Where the fuck is you at? Because you all the way out of pocket. Yeah, he's a man, and I'm a man. And this ain't the 60s, and I'm a man. Mr. 99 Ways, what's the word? Happy Friday. She's standing on, now what if she would have fell over and knocked him down, hurt him? We don't know if he's consenting or if he's not consenting, because clearly he's not in full capacity, or they say normal capacity, right? That's why I don't want to use the right terminology, because I don't know if he's retarded, he's slow, he's mentally disabled, whatever he is. You could tell, you know, he's laughing on, he's shaking his head and all that. But you got both of your legs. You had to actually climb up, like stand on something else, stand on top of him, and you shaking your ass all on top of his head, all in the name of fun and games. Fun and games for who? Who are you entertaining? Are you not entertained? Bitch, if you don't get your fucking ass down off my cousin, off my brother, off my father, I will whip the skin off your ass. I'm going to whip the skin off your ass. And you deserve to be fired. You deserve to get the skin whipped off your ass. And you deserve to never, ever on some, you should have never came back. What was it, Rocky 1 or Rocky 2 when he fought Mr. T? You should have never came back. And bitch, you never gonna work in the medical field again. Never. For the lack of judgment. Yeah, she just made a mistake and she just is a female and she shouldn't be getting fired. No, she should be getting fired. And the family should be thinking about whipping her ass royally. You don't get to do that. First of all, how you not want my family and his condition online? How do you know that? We not even posting him up more or less with you doing some Magic City twerking on his head. Come on now. Use your brain. Use your brain on some Tupac shit. It's not them that's knocking us off. It's us that's knocking us off. And people, everything is not for the internet. I get it. You famous. You more famous than Beyonce. You got 1 million followers on TikTok, and you that bitch. You that guy, my guy. No, you're not that guy, guy. Come here, guy. Cam Newton, come here, guy. You're not that guy, my guy. Yet you posting up stuff online for people to see that's inappropriate. It's gonna get you fired. It's bad judgment. We don't want you in power. We don't want you controlling shit. Because you can't even think past go. And I hate to sound like that, but the reality is, ladies, gentlemen, and lowlife. That's some lowlife shit. Some lowlife, low-class shit. And why should we want you in position to control anything? Why should we? Because you don't got no discernment. You can't pick and choose when is the right time. You don't even know when is the right time. Soon as when you hear your favorite song, girl, you're working with some ass there, like, soon as when you hear that, you on your fucking hands and knees showing us how your arch is and how niggas hit it from the back. Booty clapping sounds. Like, damn, ain't nothing sacred no more. Soon as when the beat drop, you on your fucking hands and your knees shaking your little funky ass. We don't need to see that. Although, as a heterosexual man, I don't mind seeing that. I don't mind looking at that. As soon as when I open up my Instagram, it's ass everywhere. Ass. Like, it's ass everywhere. And we don't mind. We want to see. But do you got to do it? Why are you doing it? Why is Gamora? Who is Gamora? Where is Gamora? Ladies, y'all gotta do better. Y'all have to do better. I was talking with my niece earlier. I love you, Quake. And we talking. You know, we don't talk often, but when we do, we talk for a long time. And she like, Uncle Leon, like on the channel was Popovich, hit the like button. But in the real life, I'm Uncle Leon, right? She like, I see it. I takes what I can't stand, and like Popeyes, I can't stand no more. And that's you, Quasia. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's you. She like, I see what you're talking about. Some of y'all is fucking not in your right state of mind. You're going to risk your job, your security, and you could do bad by yourself. Not without no job, you can't. You're going to be on welfare. You're going to be at the motherfucking human resources asking for help. Because you online shaking your ass for views and for likes for people that don't even know you. And you exposing people that you don't have to. We got to do better than this, people. We have to do better than this. Speaking of views and likes and shaking ass, let's talk about Angel Reese. She just went viral again for shaking her ass. Like, come on, baby, come on. And we in the end game because Angel Reese is going viral again for shaking her ass. And we like it. We love it. If you like it, we love it. Shake your ass all night if you want. Fuck it, right? Heterosexual men, we're going to look, we're going to stare, we're going to fantasize, and we're going to do what men do. However, people are saying like, damn, bitch, you don't get enough of being sexualized or over-sexualized and hypersexual. And I get it, it's a lighthearted video. She ain't doing nothing wrong. She in the locker room. She just shaking her little ass and cool, we get it. She just shaking her little ass. And this is a weekend of the big three, or not the big three, the Unrivaled with Ice Cube. No, my bad, it's not Ice Cube, but it's his concept. The big three concept, except that he uses retired players, and Unrivaled, the new WNBA, the new league that they got, they're using current players. So Angel Reese is on there, Brittany Griner, and you know, all of the athletes, etc. And they, to my knowledge, doing a little digging, doing a little research, because I don't watch none of that shit. Let's be clear. I don't watch none of it. Can't do it, won't do it. I'm not gonna do it, and I can't go for that. No, can do. Like, I can't go for that. I don't want to see that. And so I'm not gonna watch it. You could dislike me, you can hate on me for whatever reason, but that's just not my cup of tea. Why watch the lesser of a product when you could watch the best of a product? So anyway, the WNBA season is over, right? And the New York Liberty won. Shout out to the New York Liberty. You from New York, concrete jungle where dreams is made of, right? And salute to the Liberty, right? They got a new league. And so instead of the Brittany Grinders going across seas to Russia, sneaking back weed pens and, just trying to get by, make a couple of extra dollars, you could just go right to Miami now, play for the league that's co-founded by, I can't think of her name, but she's from the Minnesota Lynx. So the Owls and the Woo-Woos. I'm not mad that I can't think of her name. Let's see if we could get her name. Andrew Reese is an owner as well. Co-founders of the unrivaled WNBA league. Hold on, let me put this right here. Unrivaled basketball co-founders Nepsia, Cola, and Breanna Stewart. That's who we couldn't think of. Breanna Stewart. Who started the league? Founded by WNBA star Nepsia, Cola, and Breanna Stewart, Unrivaled set out to give WNBA players a domestic opportunity to play competitively during the offseason and get paid a salary they believe. So when you hear Angel Reese, I thought she was a co-founder too. She like, the lead is empowering women, and we got the state-of-the-art facility, and, you get the massages, you get this, you get that, and woo, 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 and And I say, all right. Black sisters putting it together. Black people, but you're black. You rivaling the WNBA, cool. The WNBA starting to get more traction according to them, more viewership according to them. And they asked Caitlin Clark to join, and she was like, nah, not gonna be able to do it. Can you do it? I'm not gonna be able to do it. No. Can you do it? I'm not gonna be able to do it. Like, I'm not gonna be able to do it. And they offered her 1 million, like 1.5. Say no names, serial numbers clean, say yes or no. On some purple tape shit, $1 million. And she said, nah. I had my first year in the WNBA, won Rookie of the Year, made the playoffs, woo, 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 It took a toll on my body. I'm gonna play golf, I'm gonna do these commercials, I'm gonna get these endorsements, etc. I'm not gonna join your league. Maybe next year I'll join. And again, a lot of the prominent WNBA players are in this unrivaled league. I didn't watch. I'm not interested. I don't want to watch. But you see Angel Reese going viral again for shaking her little ass in the locker room and teaching her teammate how to twerk. Cool. It's an innocent video. It ain't nothing. My thing is this. When you cry and you say you don't want to be sexualized, you don't want to be objectified, then what are you doing? I get it. She's young. She got a whole life ahead of her. She make mistakes. Women going to do what they're going to do. When you was 19, 20, you made mistakes too. Yes, you're absolutely right. But we don't see this with Caitlin Clark. And the reason why these two will forever probably be linked together is because of the whole, put your hands where my eyes can see, her wrist bling bling, your wrist bling blow. She beat her for the title. They both came out the same year. Caitlin made the playoffs. Angel Reese didn't. She got injured, etc. Both first years. And they carry their image and their brand vastly different. You know, and I get it. Angel Reese, you know, you get in the bag. You're like, oh, I'm living above my means. You know, this shit don't even pay for my rent. We get it. You balling, you young, you know, you the face of the league. You one of the faces of the league. And there's no shade for Angel Reese. I like her. Like a lot of brothers that think she attractive. Damn, shorty could get it, right? Like, cool. That aside. She young, but she young enough to get it. You wearing shit like you want to be taken down. Niggas gonna take you down, or at least they gonna fantasize about it, right? That's neither here nor there, but I did want to interject that into the conversation. You say you don't want to be objectified yet at the beginning of the year, which we only 3 weeks into the year, guys, and you delete your Instagram account or your TikTok account, then you come back, you say, yo, I'm down with the unrivaled lead, and, you know, they got the state-of-the-art facilities, and they empowering women like the WNBA is not, and, you know, you in the WNBA, but you bringing eyes towards this, and it sounds a little bit like Ice Cube, 3-on-3. Ice Cube was doing that, the big three. The NBA hating on him, and he was using retired players, even though Jaylen Brown, salute to Jaylen Brown and the Brody for being one of the first current and only players that's still playing to play in the big three, right? Now the WNBA got the unrivaled and Breanna Stewart and woo 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 and I wonder how the ratings is doing. I wonder how the crowd is receiving the new lead, and are they doing good, or do they still got to be subsidized, etc.? And women ain't going to support that shit. They're not buying it. They're not fucking with it. And it is what it is. I know I'm definitely not rocking with it because I wasn't rocking with it before. And just because it's 3-on-3 and not 5-on-5, because it's black owned or whatever, I've ever watched the men play, and it is what it is. It's not exciting to me. It's not something I'm getting up for to rush to watch or bet on. And so it's like, I could care less. You could do what you're going to do, but me personally, I can care less. And there you have it. Will the league do well, or will it not do well? I don't know. This is juice, guys. I don't know. But again, I'm not overzealous for it. And again, it's really just her coming out saying she don't want to be, you know, a sex object, or she don't want to be objectified or over-sexualized, yet you still keep doing 304 behavior. You are a professional woman basketball player. I get it. You young, and it's TikTok, and this is the era when you're doing little dances, you trying on clothes and little memes, and you spinning around. You stick your right foot out, stick your left foot in. You do the hokey pokey, and you turn yourself around, and dun 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 dun. We get it. Cool. You know what I mean, we get it. Cool. But when do you say, I represent a brand? I'm on the Wheaties box. I'm on the cereal box. I'm being endorsed by these different multi-billion-dollar businesses, million-dollar businesses, and my actions are going to be critiqued. My actions are going to be scrutinized. When do you recognize that? And then, you know, you can hate Caitlin Clark all you want. They're ever going to be connected because y'all came out in the same draft. You did the Tony Yayo and really the Mike, Mike Messina. You know what I mean? You did all that, and your wrist bling bling. My shit bling blah. My pinky ring talk. It say 50, I'm sick. That's why these niggas is on my, you ever going to be connected. So you see one person branding themselves a certain type of way. You see Caitlin Clark was just at the Kansas City Chiefs game with Taylor Swift while they beat up on the Houston Texans, and you out here doing the most. I get it. It's not going to end well for you. You have to recognize that you are a brand, of endorsements, and people are going to scrutinize you, whether right or wrong. And people are always, just like they getting on Snoop Dogg for that video of him talking about which one of you coons going to perform for Donald Trump, people are going to forever spin the clip of you, Angel Reese, and this is no hate. This is all love. They're going to forever spin the clip of you saying, You don't want to be over sexualized, and you don't want to be sexualized and over this and over that. As long as you keep coming out with them skimpy outfits and them sexualized outfits, and men are gonna look at you and, you know, salivate out the mouth and look at you, these clips are gonna forever spin of you. I'm not saying it's right. What I'm saying is it is what it is. Let's talk about this shit. Let's talk about where we at with it. Let's talk about Spirit Airlines and the new rules and regulations that they got for you niggas. Spirit new clothing rules and regulations for flying. This is a doozy, guys. This one's gonna be a doozy. Oh, but you're black. We ain't gonna be on here too much longer though. But this is Spirit. For those that fly Spirit, I flew Spirit a few times. We ain't gonna act like we fly first class and we got it and etc. I normally fly American Airlines because that's who I'm a member of, and I get my little perks and my benefits from them. And we already been on here for 2 hours. We gonna be out of here in a little bit though. I ain't gonna lie. 1 second. Yeah, kid. Yeah, kid. That feeling. Mice on his bullshit again. We ain't dealing with you, Mice on. I ain't gonna even lie. We ain't dealing with you, Mice on, and your little bullshit. All right, guys, we back. Second hour. We've been on here for 2 hours. We are about to get up out of here. One more topic, and then we'll get to the football picks, etc. So, Spirit Airlines updated its conduct and conditions sections of the contract, specifying a passenger will not be permitted to board and could be asked to leave an aircraft if they're inadequately clothed, which includes see-through clothing as well as exposed breasts, buttocks, and other private parts. Let's see what these new conditions are. Spirit Airlines quietly updated its passenger rules in disqualifying customers from wearing see-through and lewd clothing and offensive body art, even the body art. Sincere on the check-in. Yeah, kid. What up, small boy? Spirit, if you plan to board a Spirit Airline flight soon, it's best to check whether you meet the airline updated dress code. On January 22nd, the budget airline quietly made changes to its contracts and carrier while lays out rules and expectations for passengers, as well as collections of obligations and terms for reservations, fares, baggage, etc. And you already can see they're talking about tattoos, they're talking about see-through clothing, they're talking about your buttocks being out, your private parts being out. And I said, damn, who the fuck could they be talking about? Oh, but you're black. And I get it. It could be white folks. It could be Asians. It could be Arabs. It could be whatever whatever your ethnicity is. But the truth is, but the reality is, who are they talking about? Ladies, gentlemen, and lowlife. You know they talking about black folks. Chicks coming on there with their bondage, with their little spandex, with their little Crocs on, with their little see-through outfits and certain outfits that they wear, and coming from somebody that travels on a regular basis when I'm able to travel. I've been on mad, airplanes flying in and out the country locally. And you see these ladies, you see them all the time. I won't say men. I'm not, even though this is not just exclusively to women, but you don't really see men wearing see-through nipple, attire and certain type of clothes unless they of the LGBTQ community, which Donald Trump is saying they're done with that. We only recognizing male and female, but that's another story, right? You don't really see men doing this unless they of the, how you doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they got to be of that type of vibe. Then you might come through, you know, you might see them with the little nipple rings and the little Jamaican attire or the see-through shit. But mostly it's women wearing a certain type of spandex, wearing a certain type of clothing. And you say, damn, even me, myself, I say, damn, I know we going to Cancun. I know we going to the Bahamas. I know we going to Turks and Caicos, and as soon as we jump off the plane, it's going to be wild, hot, and all that. So when you fly from New York, Houston, land of Vegas, you got these little skimpy outfits on, you got your little bonnet on, you got certain attire on, and it's like, we don't want to see that shit. Ladies, gentlemen, and lowlifes. That's a Slick Rick reference. We don't want to see that shit. Yet and still, I paid my money, you paid your money, we all in this shit together, we all on the same plane, and yeah, I may have to see it. My son might have to see it. Daddy, what's that right there? Oh, them big old titties and them boomerang, right? And like Jason Whitlock said, those big old cans and that peanut butter skin. I'm being funny, but I'm not. Daddy, what's that? You know what I mean? Like, Mommy, what's that? And you got to explain to them when these hood rat women with the attire that they wear. I don't know if it's the best for the country, small boy. Because I didn't vote. I didn't vote for Trump. I didn't vote for Kamala. I think what's best for the country is us as black folks, and I'm just speaking to black because I'm black, need to link together, need to build together, need to proceed together and do what's best for us as a people. For the country, I don't know. I think that remains to be seen. Even though I didn't vote for him or her, I think some things that he is for, I agree with. Some things that he's for, I don't agree with. So I'm like, you know, I'm like in the middle. I think far as your own personal life, I think your life is going to depend and be dictated by whatever you do in the next 4 years. Whatever you decide to do, you know, that's how your life is going to be, good or bad. Now, don't get me wrong, certain things that may be implemented could possibly, maybe kind of sort of affect you. But overall, I mean, it's been white folks in position. Besides Barack Obama, 8 years, it's been other people other than black folks, other than black Americans and FBAs in this country running shit. And we've been all right. We've been continuing to elevate. We've been continuing to progress. So you're going to come out in your own way. But I didn't vote either way. Fuck both of them. I think the government is the government, and they're going to do what's best for the government. That's what I think. Hopefully that answers your question. But back to the clothes and all that, and Spirit low-key making updates to their dress codes and shit. Make no mistake about it, it's because of black women. It's because of black women and women that come on there with their bonnets, with their spandex on, with your feet out, all type of tattoos not covered up, and, you know, out in the public like it ain't nothing. You could say, oh, they discriminating. You know what I mean? Just like Trump on drawing back the the DEI Act and the Equality Act, you know, the Equal Opportunity Act, etc. You can say, oh, hey, you know, we ain't gonna be getting jobs and woo 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 and and you might be right. However, we don't really see a lot of white women, a lot of Asian women, a lot of African women, a lot of Arab women coming on a plane, showing their whole ass and your ass is out, and just certain attire that certain black women may wear. And I hate for it to have to put the spotlight and the microscope on y'all, but it is what it is. Again, I travel often, whenever I can. Been on a lot of planes with a lot of questionable attire was worn, and I'm wondering like, damn, how the fuck you get on the plane like that? I get it. I know you're just jumping out the cab or the car to the airport, you're going through customs, you're going through security, you're waiting for the plane, you're jumping on the plane, and you're going to your destination. Everybody should mind their fucking business, right? Wrong. Like, we get to still see you. We get to still be out in public with you. We get to see how you coming out, and you feel that the way you coming out is appropriate, and everybody don't feel that way. Everybody don't coincide with your beliefs and how you representing yourself. And representation is everything. That's why we're looking at Michelle Obama with the side eye. Somebody say she's standing on business. Others say she got her husband out here looking goofy. You think Hillary wanted to be there? No, she didn't. You think motherfucking Bill Clinton wanted to be there? No, he probably didn't. But they still showed up. They still represented each other. They still came and was a united front for the public to see. So when we see Michelle breaking rank, not following suit, it just looks a little suspect. Like, damn, who wearing the pants in that house? Barack Obama? And then obviously, this is a side note. I know we're talking about the spirit. But side note, we do know Barack Obama. This is his words. It's not my words. I'm not slandering him. I'm not trying to belittle him. I voted for Barack and I fuck with him, right? Even though some people say that he ain't really do much for black folks. But in his own memoir, in his own, recanting of his childhood, etc., he's the one that said he had, what's the word he used? Thoughts of other men and being with other men sexually. I didn't say this. This is what he said. I'm not making this up. I'm not trying to get views. I'm not trying to go viral. This is what he said out of his own mouth. That he had thoughts and, images or whatever. Obviously, he didn't act on none of them. He ended up being a heterosexual. He ended up marrying Michelle. They ended up having 2 beautiful daughters together, etc. But this is his own words. So when you see Michelle say that I wasn't really into him anyway, and maybe she don't got no respect for him in certain aspects of their life. Like, nigga, you ain't the alpha male I thought you was. You was talking about having sex with men. You ain't act upon it, but you spoke it out loud. What? Like, you spoke it out loud, nigga, so everybody know that my husband had thoughts of sexual deviancy with other men. What? What, my guy? Like, come again? So that's you, Barack. You got to live with that. But, I think they're doing it because a lot of black women come out their house. Some of them don't give a fuck how they look, how they represent themselves, their husbands, or their family. And to quote Dame, I'm hustling for my, that's definitely wild, if you didn't know. And like Dame Dash said, shout outs to Dusko Poppington, his famous quote is, I hustle for my last name and not my first name. Yeah, your first name is all about you. They call me Big Lee Ski. They call me Woo 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 and Ah. But your last name represents your family. And you give a damn about how you make your family look, how you look, but ultimately how your family look. And some people, they'll kill themselves and unalive themselves. I know saying that on social media is not really proper, but some people will rather off themselves than to make their family look bad. That's how much they value their family image. Oh, nah, I can't pop up to the show like that. Can't pop out like that. My family see me, or the news cameras and all that pick me up and me leaning on the side of the road, doped up and drugged up, or with my pants down in a compromised position. Nah, nigga, I represent my last name and my first name. I gotta put respect on my family name, nigga. Some people take that to the heart, as we all should. Even if you don't rock with your family like that. Even if you think your family a piece of shit or whatever, you still represent your family. And that's what my moms used to always say. Even I used to always say, well, damn, if I get hit by a bus, then it don't even matter. But she's like, you always got to put clean drawers on. Always got to put clean socks on. You might get hit by a bus. And I'm thinking like, damn, I get hit by a bus, I'm going to be dead or I'm going to be broke up. Who gives a fuck if I shit on myself? Because I'm probably going to shit on myself. Nigga walk out the street, look both ways, get smacked by a cab. Oh, I shitted on myself. Cab, the ambulance and them come, emergency, rip your clothes off. You got shit in your drawers. Yeah, I just got hit by a fucking cab. You know what I mean? I got hit by a bus. But I understand why she was saying that. No, when you go outside, wipe the coal out your eye. See who's paging me and why. It's my man Pop from the barbershop. No, I'm just being funny. That's a big reference. No, when you go outside, your teeth is brushed. Your hair is combed. Your clothes is in order. You use the lint brush before you jumped on live. You know what I mean? I gotta look clean when I'm doing a live. I don't just jump on live. I make sure my teeth clean, I floss. I make sure I'm good so I can represent when I come on live. And I'm not just looking like any old bozo. We should take pride in that because you're representing your family and not just you. And that's the reality. All right, let's get to the NFL week, championship week, and we out of here. We've been on here for a little minute. You know what I mean? 2 hours and some change. Y'all know I got time today. I could talk. We do what we do, and that's why y'all fuck with me. Sunday Fun Day. First game up. We got the Washington Redskins. The Washington Commanders at the Philadelphia Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. Up to the sky. This is the third matchup. Both teams won a game. Eagles is -6. And this is the trip to go to the Super Bowl. This is it, folks. This is what it all comes down to. First and foremost, before I give the picks, Kansas City and the Eagles, if they do win, is going to be a rematch from 2 years ago. Last year, Kansas City beat whoever they beat, and then the year before that, they beat the Eagles, right? So we've seen this movie already. That's not to say it can't happen, because when you look back at all of the Super Bowl winners, we've seen that teams from the NFC, teams from the AFC met each other 2 times back to back, or maybe a year passed, and then y'all the best 2 teams, so y'all meet again in the Super Bowls. I also have to preference my picks with saying that I believe sports is scripted and rigged, especially football. This is the most scripted and rigged sport of all the sports. Of all the sports. Holding, flag, this, that, false start. There's so many things that they can call to fuck the momentum of the game up, to make the outcome that they want happen. Whereas in basketball, you could call traveling, you could call foul, you could call certain things, but you can't stop that ball from going in the motherfucking basket. And my shit is water. Can't stop the layups. Can't stop the dunks. You could call travel, you could call this, but it's only but so much of that you could do. If I'm better than you, barbecue chicken, Shaq. Oh, I got motherfucking Vladdy Divac on me. I'm gonna kill this nigga all day. Give me the ball. Oh, Allen Iverson. Oh, Cole, you can't hold me. I'm gonna break you and go to the rack all day. There's certain things that you cannot stop. In football, I could be better than you as a wide receiver, but I could call offensive holding. I could call pushing off. I could call roughing the passer. I could call so many things to fuck the momentum up that I'm gonna make the outcome that I want possible. So that's that. With that being said, this is what I think gonna happen. I think Washington is gonna win, and this is why I think they're gonna win. One, Jalen Daniels will be the first rookie quarterback, if they win, to go to the Super Bowl. So that's history. NFL loves history. On the other side of that is, if Kansas City win, they're going to be the first team to have a chance at going 3 times back-to-back. We've seen the Brady dynasty, if you watch football. We've seen the Dallas Cowboys won 2 back-to-back, lost, then won again. They didn't win 3 straight. They won 2 straight, lost, then won the 3rd time. We see the Brady and them win 2 times, lose, then win the 3rd time. Patrick Mahomes, obviously, will he get 7 rings? I don't know. But if he wins, I don't know if he's going to win the Super Bowl. If he wins against Buffalo, he got a chance to win 3 straight. That's history. Buffalo already beat Kansas City. I don't think they beat them twice. So what's going to happen is, We're going to have Kansas City going for history, winning 3 straight. We're going to have history with the Washington Commanders getting a rookie quarterback to the Super Bowl and then possibly winning the Super Bowl. But in all honesty, and just to be transparent, I had Kansas City winning last year. I had them winning the 3-peat once they won last year. You don't believe me, you don't gotta believe me. I don't get on my channel and cap. All you gotta do is ask my nigga Gray. I'm like, yo, Kansas City gonna repeat. He may not catch Tom Brady with the rings, but he'll definitely be in the GOAT status of, I got 4 rings and I won 3 straight back to back to back. Like Drake, I'm going back to back. Got the drink in me going back to back. I took a break from views, now it's back to that. That's who I think gonna win. Do I think Philly is the better team? Yes, I do. I think Philly's the better team. Kansas City, Buffalo, who I think is the better team? I think Kansas City is the better team. They healthy. Yes, the first week against Houston, they looked a little shaky, a little nervous, a little shaky, a little nervous. They had 2 weeks off. The last week of the season, they didn't play all their players. Then they had to bye. So they're a little rusty. This week here, against Buffalo, they're going to come show out. Plus, Buffalo already beat them. So now you're going to beat us twice at your place and our place? I think not. I think it's going to be Kansas City and Washington. But I won't be surprised if it's Kansas City and Philly again, which we seen 2 years ago. Back to back, we'll see 2 of the best teams from the AFC and the NFC back in the Super Bowl. Let me know who you taking. Let me know who you like. Let me know where you think I'm bugging out at on sports or on my trending topics. Real quick, play of the day. I do an NBA video every single day. Play of the day was the Philadelphia 76ers. I didn't have them winning straight up, but I had them with that 10.5. They happened to win straight up. Our record for the play of the day, which means the game that I bet, the strongest game that I choose every day to bet on. We are now 23-13. We 10 games above 500. Times 25, how much is that? $250 times $50, 500 times $100. That's a bin times 200, which I bet on every game that I talk about, 2,000. Yeah, kid, that feeling. Y'all know who it is. It's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. Popovich TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here. One more again. Yeah, kid. Stay blessed.